Stage 4 in the books of the USA Pro Cycling Challenge, and back once again, our pro cyclist, Lucas Euser, here to talk about the big climb today. We saw Rohan Dennis make that late charge, take over the command of the race today.
Big time. Today we saw the leader jersey change another time, but this time it was passed along yet to another Team BMC rider. We saw Taylor Phinney start the race in the yellow. He passed it to Brent Bookwalter, and now he's on to Rohan Dennis. So 3 BMC riders have worn the yellow jersey. Rohan came out dominant on top today, and I don't foresee him losing that yellow jersey.
You felt like he was kind of just waiting for his moment, and then today he attacked.
Yeah, if you've watched closely, Rohan has been holding back a little bit, watching from the front. And for me as a pro cyclist to see that, to actually get into the analyzing and the in-depth analysis of this race, it's actually been really interesting for me to see, because I'm usually, a few guys back and I can't see people's facial features. You're suffering beyond belief, and you're just hoping to, make contact over the top of a climb or do the best you can. And now to see Rohan each day just holding back a tiny bit. Today he finally unleashed his full power and his full fury on Moonstone Road and finishing into Breckenridge as the victor.
Now, as the leader jersey has passed amongst teammates, does BMC know that today is his day, that he's going to make the move? I mean, are they telling each other that, because he steals it from his teammate? Yeah,
Team BMC Racing, this whole USA Pro Challenge has been playing a little bit coy on who they're actually working for, right? Who is the GC leader? And 2 of their riders have emerged as the 2 best riders in the race. Obviously, they're teammates. Obviously, they're friends. As Brent said after the finish, he was happy to give it up. Did he want it himself? Of course he does. But if you keep it in the family, you keep it on the team, it's a race win. And at the end of the day, that is the goal, is to win as a team.
Tomorrow, the individual time trial in Breckenridge, and Dennis won the individual time trial at the Tour de France. He's obviously the odds-on favorite for tomorrow's time trial.
Yeah, Mark, he not only won the stage 1 of the Tour de France this year, the time trial, he set the all-time speed record for time trials in the Tour de France. So this guy is fast. By no means is he's going to hold back tomorrow. He's going to put everything he has on the roads at Breckenridge, and it's going to be a really fun one to watch.
So it should be exciting for fans up there to see this guy just come flying through.
Yeah, I mean, if you really get into it, you can really pull out that raw emotion that's going into that effort. I mean, it doesn't just happen on that road during that time that he's out there. It starts the second you wake up. Frankly, if you want to go back a few months, it starts months ago when he was prepping for the Tour de France. And it's a steady increase for him, which ultimately is his goal this year, to win the World Championships, which for the first time in about 25 years is in Richmond, Virginia this year.
So assuming that he wins the time trial tomorrow, only 2 stages left after that. Is there any possibility that he doesn't hold on, barring a big accident? I mean, will that be coasting, or are there spots left in those 2 stages for someone else to make a move?
Yeah, no, this is bike racing, and anything can happen, Mark. I mean, there can be a crash, a flat tire, there can be a complete, what we call bonk at altitude. When that happens, like I said yesterday, that happens big.
But does it now become the BMC's their team job to protect him? Does Brent have to switch roles into protecting his lead, or how will that play out?
Of course. I mean, they'll try to buffer it a little bit, I'm sure, and try to play that 2-card approach to the overall victory. We'll see after tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big test. We call it, it's the race of truth, as we call it, because it's a race against the clock. It's by yourself. You don't have your teammates around. Not only is it physically extremely difficult, it's one of the mentally hardest parts of bike racing.
And as they prepare for this time trial tomorrow, you were telling me, so they're staying up at 10,000 feet. It's tough at altitude to get a good night's rest, to recover and be prepared for this stage?
Yeah, I remember sleeping in Breckenridge at this race in years prior, and you finish at somewhere between 9 and 9,500 feet, and then all of a sudden you keep climbing up to your hotel, and you hit that 10,000 foot mark, and then you got to take that elevator up 4 floors, and you start to debate whether you should just go sleep in the lobby that night just to come down a little bit. But it's really high up there, and your body doesn't recover the same.
Another exciting thing starting tomorrow, a women's time trial race to kick off their 3-stage race. Give us some ladies to watch in this competition.
Oh, I'm a little bit biased. I ride for United Healthcare Pro Cycling Team, and we actually have a women's team, and they've been extremely dominant in this all season long. So I'm looking for some of them to come out on top. There's some other really strong teams out there. And that field, again, just like we started with the men's race, is a little bit wide open. And it's the first one we've ever seen. So who's going to emerge? Who's the woman that is riding the best at altitude? We haven't really seen that before. So this is a really special event. And I think we're all looking forward to seeing how it unfolds.
Well, time trial, always one of the stages to watch. You'll be back again tomorrow night, so we should have some exciting stuff to talk about tomorrow night.
Definitely, Mark. I'll be here.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.